Hey everyone, my name's Jeff Kauffman. Welcome back for another video. Today I want to talk with you about the levels of care, people with dementia, and what level of care is right. Does everyone with dementia need to go into a memory care? A woman called me earlier this week and she had this question, and she was looking at memory care and also assisted living facilities. Her mom is very, very social, wants to partake in lots of activities, but she has dementia. She's very forgetful. She asks the same questions over and over. I thought this would make for a great video because I actually run into this quite often, and I'm hoping it can help some of you. And what I told her is, you're not going to go wrong by moving into a memory care facility. Obviously, they're trained to work with her dementia, but I wanted to learn more about her mom. Did her mom have behaviors? Was she exit seeking? Is she a fall risk? These are big, important questions for whether she would work or not in an assisted living facility that's non-secured, that's not memory care. So she went on to explain to me that she didn't think her mom would exit seek ever, but she is a fall risk. And she does have hallucinations with her dementia. So when I talk with her about that, given that I have operated non-secured assisted living facilities and also secured memory care facilities, I went on to tell her that her mom would probably be okay for right now in an assisted living facility. It's really hard to determine the future. If she ever exit seeks, meaning she tries to walk out the front door of the non-secured assisted living, then they're going to ask her to move. That's a huge liability for any facility, and they can't have people who are confused and trying to walk out the front door. The other thing, and really the big thing that would affect them immediately, is that she's a fall risk. I know that larger facilities have lots of people who are fall risks and they manage it really, really well. But someone with dementia is going to fall, and even though most of the places have a pull cord that elderly can pull for help, people with dementia aren't going to do that. As a matter of fact, people without dementia don't use those pull cords most of the time. In a time of crisis, what they do is they try to get to the phone, or they scream out until someone hears them. And depending on the design of the building, if it's a great big building and caregivers are far away, it could be a little bit of time before somebody knows that she fell. So I encouraged her before going to any assisted living with her mom, who is a fall risk, for them to really tell her the plan at how they're going to prevent those falls, and they will know right away if she were to fall. And then we went in to talk about the hallucinations. That's a problem. And it's not a problem for the caregivers in an assisted living facility, although they may not be as well trained in how to work with that as what they would be in a memory care facility. But it's the fact that in a larger assisted living, which she said her mom was social, where she wants to take advantage of that social aspect for her mom could get in there and it could be aggravating to the other residents to where they're complaining about her. And so I wanted to bring that to light because as someone who's operated many of these facilities, I've seen it. I've seen it happen. If you're watching this video and you've been in large facilities, you can probably relate to that. I'd love it if you left a comment in the comment section below telling me about that and telling others about that, as that's what these videos are for, is to help all of you. So then I went in to tell her about a memory care facility and how there can be varying levels of care in a memory care facility. Her mom, for the place she was looking at for us, was probably a little bit more independent than the average resident in that place, in the facility we were talking about. However, it's always important as you look at senior housing, you're making a big mistake if you think, where's right for mom now? Where's right now? Okay, it might be the best fit now, but is it going to be the best fit in 6 months or a year and a half? Probably not. Because dementia does not stop. It continues. It continues to get worse. It typically makes the care harder. And it's better for her to be in a place that on average over the first 2 or 3 years of her stay is going to be the best fit than the place that is the best fit today. And that's really hard to predict. But if she were to tell me that her mom is really social, she has dementia, she asks the same questions over and over a lot, but she socializes with others, she isn't going to exit seek, and she for sure isn't a major fall risk. If she were to say that, when I operated my assisted livings that were non-secured buildings, there's lots of people with varying degrees of dementia, and they live just fine, many of them all through their life in that facility. So it can happen. But if you're already at that stage of falls, hallucinating, exit seeking, these are three big factors that I would recommend going straight to a place that's trained to work with those things. It's usually going to be a smaller environment. For someone who's a fall risk, the smaller the environment, the better. I have operated large facilities and small ones, and in the smaller environments, we reduce falls by a huge number. So can your loved one with dementia live in a non-memory care facility or a just traditional assisted living facility? Just remember that the assisted living facility cannot secure their doors. So at night, when they have limited staff, if your loved one is up walking, they could walk right out the front door. The facility can only secure the building for outsiders coming in, not people leaving the facility. Also remember that there's big long hallways. If your loved one can't call for help if they fall or is going to have to wait for help, you need to talk with the facility about what their plan is for if that happens. And the last thing is consider the social aspect. I know that you want your loved one in the most social, active environment, but that might not be what's best for someone with dementia depending on where they are and how they are with their dementia. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. I upload videos on a regular basis. I'm bringing what I've learned in senior housing since 2004, and I'm giving this information to you.